what's happening, RTHD world? How's everybody doing out there? Happy Wednesday, June 24th, 2020, and today is Hump Day. Yeah, you right. Man, this is Road to Happy Destiny, RTHD, with Coach Bear. I am Coach Glenn the Bear, and this is Season 5, Episode 5 of this fine program. I'm not going to lie. Yesterday, Tuesday, June 23rd, 2020, I took the day off. Yes, I did. I took the day off from RTHD. I just wasn't feeling it and didn't want to force a show. So I'm bringing Season 5, Episode 5 here this morning, and I'm going to do Season 5, Episode 6 a little later today. So I still have the same amount of episodes in the same amount of days. Yeah, you're right. That's just me. That's my little OCD thing working, you know? So I'm excited about it. Anyway, let's get started today's show with the short version of the Serenity Prayer. Please join me. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Just for today, God, just for today. Let me live in this 24-hour period. Let me win the day, baby. Let me win the day. All right. So we are going with the quality question this season, the Q squared, if you will, and I will. And I'm excited about it. I'm excited about getting some good questions. Need plenty more, so start sending them in for me. But got a question for this show and for the next show, so I'm excited about that. So why don't we get started with you grabbing your handy-dandy into action notebook, a utensil used for writing purposes, and open up to a brand spanking new page in your notebook. And let's get ready to put down our categories, our columns, today's quality question, our Q squared, and what we're grateful for, our gratitude column. All right, here we go. So today's quality question comes to us from my cousin, my aunt, Joy, a.k.a. Pie. Yeah, you're right. It's a great question. I'm very excited about it. And like I said, she said it yesterday, and I wanted to do it yesterday. I wasn't feeling it yesterday. That's all. So here we go. If you'd like to jot it down, please feel free. All right. Question. What do you feel has changed inside of you from doing RTHD? Well, first of all, thank you for the question. I love the question because I love talking about RTHD. It really kind of makes me light up because, first of all, I just love doing it. I love doing the show. And I love the fact that I did X number of episodes in X number of straight days. But like I said, I needed a break yesterday, and I'm not going to beat myself up about it. I'm just doing an extra show today to get caught up. So, I feel a sense of pride about it because of the commitment that I've made to the show. And it's just something that I love to do. But let me talk about some specifics of what I feel inside in addition to those things. First of all, what has changed inside me is my thinking has really changed, okay? And how I handle things has really changed. I have a propensity now to think a little bit more before I react. And that allows me to handle things in a much different fashion that I have in the past. And that, for me, is a good thing, Instead of being a little bit more impulsive with my thoughts and actions, I have started thinking a lot more clearly about how I should handle, how I should manage things. This thinking clearly has really led to me doing things differently, which has helped my overall quality of each and every day. My quality of life, if you will. Because, when I break things down, to 24-hour periods, one day at a time, living for the day, seizing the day, winning the day. It is so much beneficial for me so very beneficial for me, and I don't feel as overwhelmed. I really don't. And so that aspect has been so freeing and really liberating. I know they mean the same thing, but I like the word liberating in this case because it just really has been. It's been a big change in my behavior and inside of me how I feel about things. So, the impulse control is much better. I've even mentioned a couple of times throughout these episodes about how I handle just little things like walking and people honking or whatever, or driving by and giving me a look because I'm a little too far out in the street when I'm walking, and instead of just, reacting like I would normally react, just thinking and kind of handling it much different. So that's been really, it's been a blessing, to be honest with you. What else do I want to share? I've been talking about, I spent the entire season 4 talking about today's tool, T squared, right? And each day we talked about different tools. And they're tools that I've learned throughout the years, and I've used a lot of them throughout the years. Some of them I hadn't used at all, or a very small amount. And I'm trying to utilize each and every one that I discussed in season 4. So I've got this toolkit, I've got this toolbox at my disposal, and what has RTHD done for me on the inside? It's allowed me to utilize these tools in a much better way. First of all, some of them in just a way, right? Because I hadn't utilized them. And these tools have allowed me to do what I mentioned before. They have allowed me to think more clearly. They've allowed me to manage things much better. They've allowed me to, watch my impulse control. And, the tools that I remind myself of, especially in the 20 episodes of season 4, have allowed me to break them out when necessary. And throughout the course of the day, multiple tools have been necessary. Not to keep my sanity, just to get through the day the way that I want to get through the day. The things that I'm working on, this journey that I'm on, this spiritual journey, this trying to live this road to happy destiny, right? Trying to live my way an RTHD way, okay? And, through all this process, I've gained such a better self-awareness, which is really important. A lot of times, when people bring up things to you about yourself, I'll speak for me. I get defensive, right? We all get defensive. At least I think we all get defensive. I know I get defensive because you don't like to hear negative things about yourself or what you need to work on, right? You already know that stuff. And if you're like me, you live a little bit, just a shade in denial, and you don't get to those things. So I've become more self-aware, and I'm trying to become more conscientious through this entire process of RTHD, of how I can help myself, because by doing so, I know I'm going to be allowed in my mind and in my heart to help others in a much better way. And so that's what I want to do. This is my calling, man. I know this show is not a big deal, but this is my calling. I can be of service in some way, shape, or form, and I haven't quite figured that out yet, but every day is a work in progress, and I'm trying to figure it out. So, the biggest thing that RTHD has done for me, I did 84 episodes in 84 straight days. I took a day off yesterday. I'm doing episode 85 right now, and I'll do episode 86 in just a little bit after I go for a walk and all that kind of stuff. But what it has really done for me is served as a great daily reminder, right? So this is what I get on the inside, in here. I get a daily reminder of what I am doing and what I am doing this show for. I am trying to get on the road to happy destiny. I am trying to live my life in an RTHD way, okay? And so this is why, Joy, thank you so much, AKA Pi, for this question. As you can see, I really wanted to be able to answer it in this manner and not in a I got to pump out a show today manner like I would have if I would have done this yesterday. So, yeah, RTHD has been just a daily reminder and really a daily affirmation for me as I'm on this journey, as I'm on this ride. And I hope you're on this ride with me. We riding? Well, I'm with you, homie, because I'm with you. Okay? And finally, the last thing I really want to say about this question, let me read the question one more time. What do you feel has changed inside of you from doing RTHD? And this is great. My spiritual side has really, really grown. I've really, really learned what a spiritual life is, and in more than just a theory kind of way, because the spiritual life is not a theory. I had been using it as a theory. I'm trying to now live it. So my spiritual life has become better and better and better and improves on a daily basis, especially as this show continues and I am reminded daily and I'm using tools and I'm thinking more clearly. And all these things, are allowing, they're just allowing me to become a much more spiritual person. And through this spirituality, I really am becoming more at peace, not only with myself, but with all the things that are going on around me. And so that's just refreshing. It's just refreshing to live this way. It's refreshing to wake up and want to live on the road to happy destiny and want to live in an RTHD way. So Joy, thank you so much for the question. I really, really appreciate it. You did send 2 questions. The second question is going to be my next show, so I will get to that one. But I need everybody out there to send me in some questions, please. People that I'm calling these questions out from sound familiar. That's because they watch the show all the time and they send me questions. So I need your questions. You know how to get in touch with me. So I look forward to hearing those. All right, what are you grateful for today? Why don't you jot that down if you haven't already done so. Let me share with you what I'm grateful for. I'm actually grateful that I allowed myself the opportunity to skip a show yesterday. I did not want to. My ego wanted me to have the ability to say, I've done X number of shows, X number of days in a row, and, yesterday would have been 85 straight days, and, I'm allowed, I'm glad, I really am. I'm grateful that I allowed myself the opportunity, since I was not feeling doing a show yesterday, to not do it. I did decide at that time, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do 2 episodes on Wednesday, today, June 24th. And 1 in the morning, and I'll do 1 in the afternoon. And so in my OCD mind, I'll get back on track. So I won't have the streak going. The streak stops at 84 straight days, but I'll have the number of episodes in the number of days back intact. All right? So anyway, thank you all so much for allowing me to do this. And I really, really, truly appreciate it. And Joy, thank you, a.k.a. Pi, thank you. And everybody, go out there and have a beautiful day. I know it's a little wet and rainy right now, but hey, we will survive. So have a great day. Love you all so much. Take care of yourselves. Peace.